You're being sold a budget SUV. Sharp styling, big touchscreen, low monthly payment. On paper, the 2026 milligrams ZS looks like a smart financial decision. Until the repair bill hits $5,200. And suddenly that budget SUV doesn't feel so budget anymore. Before you sign anything, you need to understand what ownership could actually look like beyond the showroom lights. Because when a car is priced significantly lower than its competitors, there's only one question that matters. Where did they cut the cost? Let's start with the issue that can hurt the most. Engine oil consumption. Now, oil consumption alone isn't automatically catastrophic. But here's the problem. Modern small-displacement turbo engines operate under high heat and high pressure. They rely on consistent lubrication to prevent internal wear. If oil levels drop between service intervals, and drivers aren't checking regularly, wear accelerates fast. And once internal wear begins, there's no cheap reset button. We're talking premature piston ring wear, head gasket stress, scored cylinder walls. At that stage, you're not topping off oil. You're pricing out an engine repair. And that can land anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 depending on the damage. That completely destroys the idea of a cheap SUV. You don't buy a new vehicle to check oil every 2 weeks like it's a 20-year-old project car. You buy new for reliability, predictability, low stress. If you lose that, what exactly did you pay for? Now let's talk about the transmission. And this is where things can get more expensive. But that's not even the most frustrating part. Some owners report hesitation during acceleration, jerky gear transitions, inconsistent throttle response in stop-and-go traffic. Dealerships often label this as normal operating behavior. But there's a difference between tuning characteristics and mechanical strain. If hesitation becomes persistent, it may indicate internal wear, whether that's clutch pack degradation in a dual-clutch system, torque converter inconsistencies, or pressure control issues inside the valve body. And transmission repairs? They are not cheap. Even moderate internal work can push into the $2,000 to $4,000 range. But the bigger issue isn't just the repair cost. It's confidence. If you press the accelerator to merge into traffic, and the car pauses, even briefly, that changes how you drive. You start anticipating problems, instead of trusting the vehicle. And confidence in a car isn't a luxury feature. It's fundamental. Now let's move to electrical stability. Individually, these problems may sound minor. Frozen infotainment screens, backup camera glitches, random sensor warnings, occasional battery drain caused by modules failing to shut down properly. None of these alone is catastrophic. But stacked together, they erode ownership satisfaction fast. Imagine walking out on a Monday morning, already late, and your relatively new SUV won't start because of a parasitic battery drain. It's not dramatic. It's just exhausting. And electrical issues are notoriously difficult to diagnose because they're often intermittent. That means repeated dealership visits, software resets, module replacements, sometimes with no permanent solution. Now zoom out. Why does this matter? Because total ownership cost defines whether a vehicle is truly affordable. The sticker price is just the entry fee. Long-term durability determines the real cost. And there's one more factor buyers overlook: resale impact. If a vehicle develops a reputation for reliability concerns, resale values weaken. That means when you try to sell or trade it in, you absorb the depreciation, sometimes heavily. So you're not just risking repair bills. You're risking equity. When you compare the MG ZS to established segment benchmarks like the Toyota RAV4 or the Honda CR-V, you're not just comparing features. You're comparing long-term reliability track records and resale stability. Yes, those vehicles cost more upfront, but they historically carry stronger durability perception and residual value strength. Now, to be fair, if you're leasing the MG ZS short-term under full factory warranty coverage, the risk exposure is lower. In that scenario, the value proposition might make sense. But if you're buying with the intention of keeping it 5, 7, 8 years, you need to factor in mechanical uncertainty, because the most expensive vehicle isn't always the one with the highest sticker price. It's the one that surprises you. The MG ZS offers modern design and aggressive pricing. But aggressive pricing only works if long-term durability matches the promise. If reliability becomes inconsistent, that initial discount disappears quickly. So here's where the decision becomes very simple. If your priority is lowest upfront cost and short-term ownership under warranty, evaluate it carefully and understand the terms clearly. If your priority is long-term peace of mind, predictable ownership cost, and stronger resale stability, alternatives with a more established reliability track record may be the smarter financial move. Budget vehicles can absolutely be smart purchases, but only when they stay budget after you drive them home. Make decisions based on total cost, not just the number on the window sticker. And if you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe for in-depth, no-hype automotive analysis that helps you avoid expensive mistakes. Because the best car decision isn't the one that looks good in the showroom. It's the one that still feels good 5 years later. Drive informed.